I'd like to invite one of the leading tax lawyers, Mr. V. Lakshmikumaran, founder and managing partner, Lakshmikumaran and Sridharan, for guiding us on training the juniors so that they become the best professionals of tomorrow. His topic is uh, mentor your juniors and make them better than you. Let's give him a big round of applause, everybody.
These days, when you look at lawyering, people want to learn a lot, practice a lot. But when it comes to the question of giving that knowledge to the juniors or to others, even colleagues, somewhere they become stingy. Probably the idea seems that if I tell everything what I know to my junior, he may do better than me. And what is the scope? Why will I? What is the reason for my existence? How do I prove? Maybe that thought process basically makes us to keep back what you have or some of the important things to yourself. Nature teaches a lot of things to us. There is a banyan tree and a banana tree. Banyan tree gives a lot of shelter, but nothing grows under it because there is no sunlight. And it is there for 40 years, 50 years, 100 years. There are banyan trees that 1,000 years in Vesanayar and Chennai. On the contrary, a banana tree lasts for about 9 months to 10 months. But before it gives the fruits, there are already 4 or 5 young ones shooting from the ground. And they are transplanted and they grow. When we are working as lawyers, is it that we should alone grow to the detriment of others? Is it not ultimately you owe a duty to the profession, to your own juniors? The juniors come with a lot of hopes to come and learn from you. And if that hope is not fulfilled, then I think it is wrong. If you actually start a law firm, which I did, then it is necessary to fill that office with intelligent people, committed people, and give them all the necessary facilities to learn from you. If you have not learnt it from somebody, you would not be what you are today. And that has to be passed on. If by your mentoring, if your junior actually becomes better than you, I think you should applaud. You should be happy. I am reminded of an incident which happened in Mahabharata. I'm sorry for digression. After Bhishma fell, Dronacharya was made as the commander-in-chief of Duryodhana's army, Gaurava's army. And that night, Duryodhana comes to his chamber and asks him, Guruji, you seem to be very happy. Is it because you became the commander-in-chief? I think Dronacharya answered, no, Duryodhana, you will not understand. Tomorrow I am going to fight Arjuna. I will fight to the last. I use all my weapons. Whatever I know, everything in the Shastras, I will apply. But at the end of it, I know he is going to vanquish me. And he is going to slay me in the battlefield. And it is an exhibition or a proof that I produce a disciple who is better than me. He has learned a lot. He has improved a lot. I think this story tells a lot of things to me, at least personally, when I read those type of things. There is a joy in giving. When I say giving, not merely talk about wealth or money. It is also your own precious time, sharing of knowledge, sharing of wealth, sharing of time. There is a joy in it. I actually started my career as a lecturer in mathematics from Madras University. And I was there for a year before I got into the revenue service and joined the revenue service. But it was a pleasure to deal with the students, to teach them mathematics. I still remember vividly that in the classroom, I gave a problem to them to solve. I gave them 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They tried. They struggled. Problem was difficult problem. They struggle, but they are not able to get an answer. After 10 minutes or so, I go to the blackboard and then say, why not I do? I give a clue to you, now you do it. When I give the clue, answer comes in. And that is the time it is worth seeing the face of the students. The ecstasy they got, the answer, the agony why they could not think of the solution. That mixed feeling which is available in their faces is what millions. I enjoyed it. And I said, look, I am now leaving the teaching profession and going into revenue service, where I may not have the opportunity to teach. But I found that there are next batch of probationers used to come. I used to take special pleasure in teaching them. Going out of my time, I go to their hostel and teach them. Anything expected back? Nothing. The joy of teaching. And when I became a lawyer, the same question arose to me. Will I be teaching? I say now I am fully happy. I give a lot of lectures all over India. I teach in different universities in India and abroad. And I mentor my juniors. I give them whatever thing I know, I give them. Tell them. And when they come to me, sir, this problem I am not able to solve, this is a solution difficult. I say, come on, sit next to me. We'll sit and solve. But next time this issue comes in, you should do it yourself. That is the way you are going to do. Many times I give them the instructions. And I tell them the final draft will be made, you will file it yourself. I am not going to see the draft. I go in everything. But when I argue the case, if these points are not there, if the draft is not made properly, if there are spelling mistake and grammatical mistake, etc., you had it. I tell you, people are in tremendous tension. If they put it up to me, I correct it and then fine, they weren't going to sleep. They cannot sleep now. And when I start arguing the matter when the papers are not there, etc., the way in which I wanted it, I will ask them why. But this gives them the sense that responsibility, that this is a serious job, very serious job, and ask them to watch how you articulate a particular matter. Difficulties do arise. Judges ask difficult questions. How do you maneuver? How do you strategize? All those things are to be told and given to the student or the juniors. I am happy that my juniors are well equipped. Today, if I say I have more than 200 or 250 lawyers who can go and argue the case in different parts of the country, different forums, etc., I'm happy. I do not know whether these boys and girls will stay with me forever. I don't expect them to stay. Today's modern world, people think that they have learned and therefore they should be on their own. Fine. One of my colleagues from other law firm asked me, Lakshmi, you are giving so much. They will go and set up a practice which will compete in it. I said, very good. Fine. What prevents them from doing it? But when they go there and if they don't teach it to their juniors, they'll be filled with people who cannot deliver. And when they teach them well, and when they leave, then they will feel the pain. Oh, I have spent so much time, etc. So it's a long time for them to understand. History repeats. It is not first time he is doing and then stop with that. It is going to happen. And I am not here to tell him what to do, what not to do. He knows what he should do. As far as I am concerned, my job is to teach them, mentor them, and make them effective. Whether you are in a corporate world, as a general counsel, or a lawyer, or individual practitioner, or a law firm, it is necessary that you spend time, quality time with your juniors and make them understand the intricacies of law. This is a noble profession. It is not only teaching of the law portion, ethical portion, what you should not do, what you are expected to do, what are your duties and responsibility to the client, what is duty responsible to the judges. Are you your lawyer, or the client's lawyer, or are you the client's spokesman? There's a big difference. All those things people should know. How to do things rightly. There are several shortcuts available. Don't take them. It's not going to lead anywhere. Most important thing is follow the rule of law. If you're a lawyer, you're going to establish and then you're asking the rule of law. You follow yourself. So therefore, according to me, the only contribution or the contribution which you can make to the profession, apart from whatever you're gaining yourself, is to mentor the juniors, handhold them, give them responsibilities, make them good lawyers, best in class. And when a client praises my junior, my heart is full. I come and say, hey, you've done a great job. I'm happy. The client was happy with you. One of the things which is mentoring is important, I've noticed, is when you have to admonish a person, do it alone. Don't do it in presence of others. He doesn't like it or she doesn't like it. Correctly also. But when you have to praise them in presence of others. His own morale goes up. He feels nice. He does better. And therefore, I would say that making your junior competent, handle the matters, let them deal with the clients. Don't worry, they will go away with the clients. If such type of clients are fickle-minded, they go away because the lawyer is going to charge a lower fees, therefore they go, let them go. There will be a problem when they cannot solve, they'll come to me. Fine. That's fine. After all, in the legal profession, according to me, the total amount of work is so much. It's like Ganges. You can take 1 second, third, your stomach is full. You can't drink the whole of Ganges water. It is meant for everybody. Understand this. And once you understand this particular principle and give them the opportunity you like it. When a child grows or when a plant grows, every day there is a change, there is a growth. Every day the child learns something new. She falters, she falls, she walks with difficulty, utters the first sentence. All those things are joy, sheer joy. Why don't you apply the same thing to your juniors? It is joy. When they do better today than yesterday, it's a joy. Just enjoy that. It's nothing more than. I think I will stop here. I think I'll take some questions. We're already now, so I got another about 1 8 minutes. I think the question should come in. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the anecdotes. And I know we all know that Dronacharya was the best teacher, Arjun was the best disciple. But sir, my question to you is, how do we make this mentor-mentee relationship better in these times, in the virtual era?
It is easier, Ashima, it is easier. Earlier, when there were physical world, I could talk to my junior in my Delhi office. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the virtual world, I have about 14 offices all over. On a particular subject, I'll tell my secretary, I think these lawyers should be there. And on 14 offices, about 20, 30, 40 people, depending upon the number of lawyers they come. Then I address, I ask them questions, they ask questions. In fact, if 4 people, some questions may come. Where 40 people, some more questions will come. So they also ask questions, we answer the questions, we correct, we ask them to put the screen sharing, they do it, correct it. So it is a lot more easier and a lot more productive. And the technology actually has helped. In fact, a matter which I had to argue in Supreme Court earlier, my junior in Delhi alone could help me because he is sitting next to me. Today, my junior in Pune or in Hyderabad or in Chennai can be online. And from there, I am arguing the matter from here to the Supreme Court. So therefore, he is learning today in the virtual world an opportunity which he would not have got earlier. Actual courtroom is actually experiencing sitting in Chennai or in Bangalore while I am sitting here. So therefore, I would say technology has actually expanded the horizon. It is not that the student should be sitting next to you to learn. The distance has been shrunk, Atlas is shrunk.
That's true. It's brought us all closer, certainly. So, what would be your last one message to the lawyers of the future? What is that one thing they need to succeed today?
I do not know what you call success. It's a very big question. Some people measure success in terms of the money which you earn, the number of fancy cars you own, or a farmhouse which you own in India, abroad, whatever it is. If that is success, I am nowhere near that. For me, success is how much you are able to assist the court to lay down new jurisprudence, a new doctrine, and how this particular judgment could be like a lighthouse as a precedent for many cases. Instead of being a lawyer, try to be a jurist. Assist to lay down the correct position of law. Never tell a never hide a document, never hide an argument. If there are decisions against you, say it in the beginning and then go on further. Important is not winning or losing, but fairly. And this message has to be to all the lawyers, because at the end of the day, shortcuts seem to be very attractive. But the old story is mathematically the shortest distance between 2 points still a straight line. Good lines may look very attractive, cannot take you further. And if you're a long-term practitioner, you have a goal. I think short-term success is completely avoided. You need to do it properly, day in. But this profession needs lots of hours of work. I put in more than 12 to 14 hours a day, non-stop. And that is necessary. And that is the only way you can go beyond what you're expecting. I do
Thank
not
you
know
so
whether
much.
you got this message or what. This is what I practice.
Yes, sir.
I'm only telling what I am doing.
And you're leading by example, sir, and there's no better mentor than that. Thank you so much for your precious thoughts, sir. And we do hope to see more lawyers with the strength and moral fiber in our fraternity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have a good day.
Raman, over to you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your pearls of wisdom on how to shape the legal leaders of tomorrow. It's been incredible. Let's give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining in.